Dear Faiz, we can start.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to another session of our industry-oriented training on Python programming for AI and data analytics. So far, we have learned how to collect, clean, transform, and analyze data using Python, NumPy, and Pandas. Today, we move to an equally important aspect of data analytics, data visualization, where numbers are transformed into meaningful visual insights. Today's lecture will introduce the importance of visual analytics and storytelling with data. While data provides the facts, visualization helps us identify patterns, trends, relationships, and outliers that may not be immediately apparent from tables alone. Effective data visualization not only makes complex information easier to understand, but also enables us to communicate insights clearly to technical and non technical audiences alike. Whether it's business intelligence dashboards, research findings, or machine learning results, the ability to present data visually is an essential skill for every data professional. Today's session will help you understand how thoughtful visualizations can support better analysis and more informed decision making. I encourage everyone to actively participate, observe how visual representations reveal insights from data, and code along with the demonstrations. Building strong visualization skills will enhance your ability to analyze data and communicate findings effectively. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meher Jha, Associate Professor at Bafarid College of Engineering and Technology, Bathinda. Through his expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, computational sciences, and data analytics, he continues to equip learners with practical knowledge and an industry oriented approach. With great pleasure, I invite Dr. Mehchan to kindly lead us in today's session.
Dear Faiz, thank you for nice introduction. Today, I share two files in the WhatsApp group, okay, which are very essential to discuss here. So first, I like to share my screen. My screen is visible to all of you. Yes. Now come to here. So the files which I share with you, one is this file. Yes. So as I told you that now this is the time to start to assign the project to each participant, and in the coming days you can do all these parallel with the upcoming sessions. So this is the roadmap. Okay. So first I would like to talk about the project list. Yes. So these are 15 machine learning project for beginners, and every all of the participants, this is the mandatory part to complete this project, but the title you can choose according to your choice. Okay, not mandatory from me side, but you yourself will choose any title according to your interest. Okay. And their data set will be available, is I uh, told you yesterday, from where you can access all these data set. Okay, so just you should have your Kaggle account, and from that place after login you can easily download the data set which is required for all these projects, because these are very simple, but for the beginner to understand how this project we can develop. Okay. uh, and also which type of task you are required to perform. Just like you can see, this project we are required for the classification. Okay, so which type of the machine learning task is essential? In the second you can see the regression, classification. So these are some machine learning techniques. So one of them you will choose. Okay, so there are 15, and I request to all the participants, the file is there in the WhatsApp group. So according to your choice, your interest, you can download the data set, and after that, you can start. So what you can do right now, if you will download the data set, cleaning the data set. Okay, so all those steps which we are required, which we have discussed in the previous sessions, you can implement all those operations, just like a filter to find out the null value, how you can drop the unnecessary data set from your, etc. Okay, so you will complete the file in a perfect way, give the title, then you will introduce about your detail. Okay, then what you are going to perform. So all the operations till the data cleaning you will perform, so that after that we are going to cover the concept about machine learning and how we can develop. Okay, so the modules and the techniques which are defined on the right, on the left column, last column. Okay, so according to that you will apply these technique, and if you want to apply more than two or three, you can do. Okay, but at least one technique you should apply, so that you can be familiar how we can apply. And because when you will apply any model, after that training, we have to check, we have to test. Okay, suppose that when you develop a machine learning model and prediction is about 99%, okay, still after that whether this prediction is validate or not. So validation is again very important part, and this will be very crucial. Okay, so a lot of time will be required during the testing and validation. Okay, so I hope you will download the dataset. If you want, if anyone is interested to work on two or three project, no problem, you can do. Okay, but at least from each participant, the one project must be submitted. This is the essential part. So that's why I now assign you the project, and you can select according to your choice. Okay, secondly, the important part in the second file, which I, this is the complete roadmap to develop the machine learning model. Okay, so you also must go through about which type of the steps are required. Okay, so many things we have discussed already. First, you are required to define the prompt. So you have the project title. Okay, understand, define the objective, what you want to do, identify the target variable, collect the data. I have give you the Kaggle. You can get some data set from API, database, survey. So not necessarily you will download the data set from the Kaggle. You can access from anywhere. Okay, then we have the just like export the data, EDA, understand the data structure, summary, static, distribution, correlation, visualization pattern, and insight by using all these, just like pandas. Pandas we have already used. Matplotlib we are going to cover today, and Seaborn and Plotly also will be going to cover in the coming session by tomorrow. Okay, so this part will be covered, and along with you can see prepare. So this is the sequence how you will work on it. You can see here, prepare and clean the dataset, handle missing value, duplicate value, outliers. All these we have covered. Okay, then you can see the feature engineering. This part also we have covered. Okay, so one, two, three, four, five steps we have already covered. After that, your part related to the built the data set. This is the part of the machine learning. So now we are going to apply six step, seven step, and so on. Okay, till at this place, make the prediction. So deploy is very crucial. You are required to learn many things, just like Flask, Fast API, cloud platforms. Okay, so 11 and 12 we are not doing. Only we are covering up to 10th step. Make the prediction. Okay, because when your model is ready, so at this place your model will be ready. After that, the part is how we can deploy. So for that, we are required software developer and the people who are working on front end, back end, who are developing the website, who are developing the mobile app. So this is the task of those people. But uh, you have to provide all the entire model to these people, and they will work on it. Okay, so this is very again different technique, but data scientists uh, sometimes are not able to do work on these two, just like deploy the model, and monitor and improve. Okay, so this is a different task. We are required to complete only first 10. So up to now, after completing this topic, just like libraries, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Plotly. Then after one by one, we will cover all these topic. So we have enough time. The static which we are required, we will complete easily. Okay, in the past few days, the content which we deliver and which you have covered are very sufficient. Okay, so many things you have learned and you are capable to work on this, and now just you are required to understand these concept only. Okay, how we can separate the data. Okay, then how you can select the model. So some of them we can cover in one day, 2 or 3 steps together. So this is not the big challenge for you now. Okay, the challenge is the previous sessions which we have covered, and some partially there will be statistical visualization or interpretation. So don't worry, there is only one part where you can have some challenge, that is the evaluate the model at this place. This is very crucial. So other parts are very quite simple. Just you have covered in the previous session. So split the data and select the trend and model, tune the model. All these are very simple. Okay. So you can select the model just like you can see on the right hand side where my cursor is moving. Linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, random forest. So these are the models. So according to your choice, you will select and you will implement. Okay, so now the session will be open and all type of the models which you are going to use. So I will demonstrate each part from each side. Okay, by understanding you will work on it. When I will present, you will study all the entire content will be provided to you. Then after, when you will be familiar and you will understand how we can implement, then the same task you will perform in your project. Okay, so that when our last day will be there, then you can present, you can submit. Okay, so everything we are going according to our timeline, and everything is fine from each side. Okay, so the some participants were asking about the content. So actually, all the recordings which was held through Zoom meeting has been updated, but due to technical problem, there was some session conducted by using Google Meet. Okay, so those I have to record and I will upload. So within coming 2 days before Sunday, all the lectures which are missing right now will be available there, and all the content which we have presented till now. Okay, we are sharing in the WhatsApp group, but sometimes uh, you want to assess day wise. So what I am going to do now, I will create a Google Drive, and their day wise content will be uploaded, so that whenever which content is according to the day. Okay, day 1, day 2, day 3, according to that some folder will be created, and all the content which we have covered during the past session will be there, so that you can easily assess according to your need. So this is the one part. Now, if there is any question related to the yesterday's session, you can ask for me. Otherwise, we are going to proceed at today's session, that is data visualization. Okay, and matplotlib.pyplot library we are going to cover with numerous example, and you will enjoy this lecture. So first, please let me know if there is any doubt, any question related to the previous session. Please, you can unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Rachana ma'am, yes, please.
फर्स्ट वाले सेल को रन कर रहे हैं तो रन करने पर प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर रहा है, मतलब शो नहीं हो रही, फाइल एरर दिखा रही है.
पार्टनर मैम, आपकी आवाज मेरे को क्लियर नहीं आई, दोबारा रिपीट करो. यस मैम.
लास्ट वाली जो क्लासिकल की जो फर्स्ट वाला जो एरर फाइल अपलोड कर रहे हैं हम,
हाँ,
तो वो एरर दिखा रहा है,
can you share your
एरर
screen?
दिखा रहा है।
Please share your screen.
सर एक्चुअली नेट इशू है तो कनेक्ट भी नहीं हो पाता है, मैं बाहर आती हूँ।
नेटवर्क इशू है क्या?
यस सर,
Okay, no problem. So
मैं
I
मोबाइल में चला रही हूँ, अभी लैपटॉप में चला
हाँ,
रही थी तो वो एरर
बता
दिखा
रहा
रहा
हूँ
है।
मैम, एक मिनट मैं बताता हूँ क्या दिक्कत हो सकती है। सो यस, तो मैं कल वाला ही लेक्चर ओपन करता हूँ मैं, जिसमें हमने डाटा विजुलाइजेशन, इंट्रोडक्शन टू ओके data filtering. So here I think we use some database. Okay, 20, this is the 24, this is the 26, right? 26.
हेल्थ केयर डेटाबेस का
Healthcare, okay. So healthcare data set. This one, right? Okay. Actually, ma'am, the thing is all the files, as you can see here, this is the CSV file, CSV file, and this is the main file. Okay. So Jupyter file. So all these files must be in the single folder. Number one, you are required to open only this file. See, this is very simple. So here, what you are required, if you are running this file directly, then there will be problem. There will be some error, just like I am running this file. You can see, is this message there? Name PD is not defined.
यस सर।
Okay, so the problem is that which you have done, which you are made. First, you are required to import the libraries. So just writing the code is not sufficient. You have to run this shell. You have to execute this shell first. And now you will see this error message will be removed. No error. Okay, so you have to.
वाले फॉर्मूलाज को रन कर दिया था, सेकंड वाले में ही फाइल एरर दिखा रहा था।
So you have to check read the message. Okay, actually if you have the error message, then just like if in my file there is no error. Okay, so if there is error message, so what you will do, suppose that I'm reading the CSV file. Okay, pandas, I comment the pandas at this place, but pandas has been imported in my file. There will be no problem now. If I will comment the file, and yeah, there is no, because the libraries which we are required already has been imported. If these all I will remove, there will be no problem right now. Okay, but next time when I will open, then it can create a problem. So ma'am, actually the thing is, you must execute this file. Okay, or the other thing is you can run the entire code by using this icon, as you can see. Okay, restart the kernel. So this will execute all the files if there is any error. Okay, but this file is very clean. There is no any type of the error, and when you will use this file, then also there must not be any problem. If you are using Jupyter Notebook, if you are using Jupyter Notebook using the Anaconda. Okay, so if you are using the Anaconda Navigator, all the libraries which are essential for our task are installed along with this Anaconda Navigator. Okay, still, if you will execute again, there is any error after the session, you can take the screenshot and share with me in WhatsApp. Okay, I will suggest you what is the problem there. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
either you can share your screen, so I can help you. But if you are not able to share the screen, then you can take the screenshot and share in the WhatsApp group, or you can share with me directly personally. Okay, so as you feel comfortable, you can do accordingly. You can share in the WhatsApp group, or you can share with me directly. So immediately you will get the help. Okay, so if anyone have with the any type of the challenge, so always please don't waste your time. Put your submit your query. I will provide you the solution immediately. Okay, so I really surprised till date. There are very less queries from your side. So either you have covered everything without any problem, or you are not working on the content which I am providing you. So I don't know which is the reason. Okay, so I hope you all are doing well. Okay, but still, if you have any problem, please, dear colleagues, faculty members, okay, don't hesitate, discuss freely from my side. So now I was here, and the file which we are going to discuss now, okay, very interesting and simple. So data visualization play very important role in data science, in machine learning, to develop some uh, techniques, intelligent technique, and statistical analysis. Okay, so when we have the any visualization, from the visualization we can easily understand all the information about what we have in this image. All the information are there, and easy to understand, easy to read, and everyone can easily understand. So the data visualization is the graphical representation of the data using just like charts, graph, plot, and help transform raw data into the meaningful insight for decision making. And if you will see the definition, data visualization is the process of presenting data visually using graphical elements such as line chart. We can use bar chart, pie chart, scatter plot, histogram, box plot. Okay, so some of these you are already familiar, and some new things will be there when we will cover all these content. Okay, so what are the applications and why we need? We have various applications for business analytics, healthcare, education, finance, agriculture, artificial intelligence, machine learning, scientific research. To by showing, by visualizing, we can easily understand the concept, we can understand the pattern. Okay, and we can present the entire information from the data set in a very simple way. Okay, so these are various applications. So now, because data set is not easy task to understand for everyone. Okay, even numerical findings are not easy to understand, but all those, if we present through the graphical, then everyone, whether they have the some statistical or mathematical background or not, everyone can easily understand. So this is the importance of this data visualization. So now how you can use? So these are the important libraries. Okay, when you will use this library, matplotlib.pyplot we are required numpy and pandas. Pandas is the data frame, and numpy is library based on numbers using Python. That's why NumPy. And secondly, because when we have the visualization or any type of the operations which we are required to implement are possible through numbers only. Okay, so all type of the operations is like you are required line space, you are required a one line array, two-dimensional array. Okay, so all these we can easily maintain, organize, and also all type of the operations or any kind of function from numpy, all type of the trigonometric, just like mean, median, mode, which we have discussed in the previous sessions. All those operations we can easily use by using numpy. And pandas also we have covered in the previous session. Very smart tool. Okay, so all type of the filter engineering, all those things which are required for data analytic, so we can easily apply these operations. So as in the past days you can see these libraries are highly useful for various operations. Okay, and yesterday also some of type of the visualization by using this library we have done. Now the first part is import these libraries in our Jupyter file before using all these. So what you will do, you just control and enter. So these libraries will be there, and here this statement which you can see we have used many times for pandas numpy. Okay, so if you want to check the version, just you are required to put here name of the matplotlib. Okay, and then dot underscore version underscore. So this will return the version of the library. Okay, so this is the string matplotlib version, which is 3.10.6. Okay, so this part is essential. Just you are required which tools are essential for us. Okay, so all these libraries which we import here for data visualization, sometimes we are required data frame. So by using pandas we can create the data frame, and sometimes we are required to develop just like arrays or the line space. Numpy is there, and matplotlib will help us to visualize the data set. Okay, so these are the examples, just like import matplotlib we have already import here. So I have again execute. So this is a very simple example to plot the graph. As you can see, there are two arrays x and y. We have taken here two vectors. But keep in mind, when you visualize the data set, the length of each vector must be equal. If the length is not equal, then there will be some error messages. Okay, so if there is an input, output will be there, and without any input, output not possible. Okay, so if the length of x or y is greater than or less than, or vice versa, in that case there will be some error. So keep in mind the length of both vector must be equal. Okay, so here this file we can easily cover very frequently. All the statements are very simple. Just you have to check the functions which we are using. So when you will go through the 2 or 3 example, after that you will see all the things are similar type. Okay, and after that you will get idea how you can use this library to visualize the data set. So you can see here we have x vector, y vector, and this is a very simple function, plt.plot x comma y. So x is independent, so independent variable will be first, then dependent variable. Okay, x then y, then plt.show to visualize the data set. So control and enter, you can have the very simple graph. This is the line graph. This is the line graph, as you can see here. Okay, so now in the next line plot with the marker. So sometimes if you are required to use the marker, we can do plt.plot x comma y marker. One more argument is there, marker. Okay, so the other information is same, only we add here one thing, that is marker. And there are several patterns of the marker. I will provide you the detail about which type of the marker you can use, and some of them we have used in this file. Okay, so when you will execute, you can see this is the marker. this is the marker, this is the marker, this is the marker. You can use here this sign also, control and enter. Okay, you can see greater than, or you can use less than. Okay, so this is the marker, and then you can see the change the color. There is one more argument, color. You can specify color. Okay, so the other inputs are same, just we add here only one more parameter, that is color, and you will put the name of the color in the code sign, red, blue, green, black. Okay, so control and enter, simple. You can see red color is there. Okay, then line style, you can customize the line style, just like you can see this is the line style. Okay, so all these are the parameters to customize the graph, in which pattern you want to customize. Okay, just like you can see here, we are using the line style. So you can use the line style, control and enter, like in this way. You can use the line style here, dot dot dot, control and enter. Okay, two dot, no, single dot, no, sorry, this is not there. So if I use here O, this is also not accessible. Single line we can have, and a single line, and then okay, this is the only the line style. Okay, so we have to check. Okay, there is one more line style. We can check this also. Yes, you can see. Okay, colon sign. So you can use this one also. Line width, sometimes we have to customize the thickness. Okay, just like here you can see line width 3, and when you will see, you can see the graph. If you are using 1, okay, if you are using 5, so according to your choice you can customize the line width. Okay, so which is suitable for you. Then you can see title. Okay, how you can add the title. See this statement, plt dot title. Okay, sales graph. You will put the title here in quote sign. One more thing, when you are importing the matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, just this abbreviation we are using. So all the statement for the data visualization, you will see we are using only plt. This is the abbreviation. Okay, see plt, then function. Okay, here is also. So in the all the statement to apply anything about the graph, we will use only plt. Then after we will apply the function, what you want to add in the graph. So here, if you want to add title, you can use in this way, plt.title, and put the name of the title in the quote sign. In the next example, you can see the axis label. Okay, so axis means there are two axes. One is x-axis and other is y-axis, horizontal line and vertical line. Okay, so this thing and this thing are same. This is the x label, plt.x label month, and on the vertical line we have y label sales, and these are there. This is the month, this is the sale. Okay, if you want to add grid means you can see the horizontal line and vertical line. So here you can see the grid is true. Okay, plt.grid true. So if you are not using true, then if I keep in this way, control and enter, still then we have the grid. Okay, so if you are using here control Z, there is no difference. But if you will do here false, control and enter. Okay, or either you can comment here, so the grid will not appear. Okay, so if you are required grid, then either you will keep it empty or you will write here true. So grid will added. Okay, now you can see the, if you are required to customize the size of the image, so by using plt.figure fig size 8 by 5. Okay, so 8 unit is in this side and 5 unit is in this side. So this is the length and this is the height. 8 is the length of in this way and 5 is height. Now come to the next bar chart. Okay, so if you are required to plot the bar chart and you have the group, so these are the group name, math, Python, AI. Okay, so these are some 3 subject are there and these are the marks 80, 90, 88. Okay, so this is the some information. Okay, so plt dot bar, how you will use, this is the subject, you will put the subject at its place, then marks numerical values here, plt dot show, control and enter. Okay, and what if I interchange cut and here, suppose that I do in this way, by mistake if I write in this way, okay, this will appear like in this way. So this is looking very awkward and not make any sense. This will be either in this way. Okay, so this is not good. So you have the right way, just like first subject then marks. Okay, so just you are required to understand the syntax only. Now it is looking very fine graph. Then if you want to convert horizontal bar, okay, for that you will use bar h. H means horizontal. Here we use h. H means horizontal. So if you want to present this graph like in this way, then you can use bar h, and the same inputs are there, subject comma marks. Then this will appear like in this way. Now it is fine. We can rotate in this way. If you want to customize the color, we can do. You can see this information is same, inputs are same, just we are using here color green. Now all the bar bins are green. Okay, so if you are required to plot pie chart, okay, why can you please let me know why we are using pie chart? What are the importance of pie chart? Anyone please? Okay, so here Python, Java, C++, 3 languages are there. Then sizes 45, 35, 20, and then plt.py. Okay, so size and labels is equal to label. So these are the labels. These are labels. Okay, so when this will be plotted in the pie chart. Okay, so this is the Python, this is the C++, and here is Java in 3 different colors. So these color will be by default. So when you want to visualize the information in a circle and area wise, okay, so this is the area wise in the circle, we have the demonstration, we have the information, whatever we have at this place. Okay, we can visualize here. So we can convert this as a percentage. This is in the next example, you can see pi with percentage. So here you can see all the input will be in the percentage. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. So plt.py size label and output we have 1.1f. Okay, so there will be only one decimal place digit, just like you can see 45.0, 20.0, 35.0. Okay, so this is the area of the entire circle in the percentage and easy to understand. So sometimes you have the some information, so this percentage will help you to understand which area or which language is containing which type percentage of the entire data set. Okay, so easy to understand. So this is the highest percentage, this is the less, and this is the minimum. Okay, then you can have the scatter plot. Then you can see we have the scatter plot. Okay, so here we have the study, and then we have the marks, and you can use a scatter function. You can use scatter function. So all the variables you will pass here, and this will automatically plot the scatter plot. Only there will be dot dot dot. Okay, so this scatter plot will help you the type of the data set. This will help you to understand whether the two variables which you are using is positively correlated or negative correlated or no correlation. This will depend upon the shape of the data set. This will depend upon shape of the data set. So here the scatter plot which you are seeing are in this direction. Okay, so when you will fit the curve, we have straight line. Okay, we have the straight line in this direction. Okay, so this data set is showing that there is positive correlation, and if the line is makes angle 45 degree with this horizontal line, in that case this will be perfect correlated. Okay, when the line is inclined at 45 degree, this diagonal to this diagonal. Okay, so the value in that case value will be equal to 1. Okay, so correlation value lies between -1 to 1. 1 means perfect positive correlation, -1 means perfect negative correlation. Okay, as I explained yesterday. And if the value is lies between 0.5 to 1, then high correlated. If lies between 0 to 0.5, low correlated. If the value of correlation is equal to 0, no correlation. Similarly on the left interval, -1 to 0. Okay, so here is the histogram. Here is the histogram, and for that you have edges, then you can have 2021, only one array is there. Okay, so plt dot hist, and we will pass the argument and then see the function name, hist, control and enter. So this is the histogram, and these are the bins. Okay, now you can easily understand 20 and 21. 20, 21. At 22, we have these values. These are same. Okay, so 2 times. Okay, then 23, 24, 26, 24, 25, 26 are at the same height. Okay, so as the values are increased, just like if I'm using here 24, and this also 24. See, this is 24. Okay, so these are also help us to understand the data set. Okay, so here we have, these are 3 values. This is on the top, and the others are at the same height. It means these are single count is 1. Count is 1 each, and here the count is 3. Okay, here count is 2. So in this way, all this histogram help us to understand the data set. Simple. Then you can have the box plot. Can you please let me know about box plot we have discussed in the previous session, and also cheat sheet about the box plot I have shared with you if you have studied. What is a box plot? Anyone, please? Okay, no one trying to unmute mic. So this is the mini value, maximum, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. So when you are using the box plot, many information about the entire data set, about one variable, if you want to plot for multiple variable, okay. So according to that, you have the box plot. So the box plot is very useful to understand the data set. You can assess all type of the information, and if there is any outliers, that also will be either above on this line or below on this line. So if there is any value which are above on this line and below on this line, these will be outliers. And if you found the outliers in your data set, then the first step is you have to remove all these outliers by using the methods are there. Okay, the sheet which I have shared with you about a box plot. So all the information you must go through, how you can get this value, how you can get this value, how you can calculate outliers, okay, and how you can remove the outliers. All these we have discussed in the previous session, and again I am saying you must cover all these content if you not covered, because now I will present only the machine learning part. So these are also the essential part when you will work on the project. Okay. So again and again, I request to all the participants, please understand all the concept. This will help you to understand your data set, to visualize, and if you have the understanding about your own data set and which steps are required. Okay, so all the essential sportive document which you need, I am sharing time to time in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so if there is any cheat sheet in the group, it means this is important information. But if you are not checking, if you are not reading, because the cheat sheet you can easily read. Okay, so if you will spend 5 minutes on the cheat sheet, all the concept which we are going to use in the coming session, you can have on the tips. Okay, but only when you will try to read the concept and check the sheet. Otherwise the content which I am sharing in the WhatsApp are no sense, no useful. Then sometimes if you are required to add multiple lines or multiple graph. Okay, see here, this is the x vector, then we have the y1 vector, this is the y2 vector, and now we want to visualize. So this is the independent, and y1 and y2, these are dependent on x vector. Okay, so this is again very simple. Plt dot plot x comma y1, this is the first graph. Then plt dot plot x comma y2, this is the second graph using this one and this one. Okay, then plt dot show, very simple. Okay, following this multiple image, you can add some more multiple plots. Okay, multiple lines, you can see these are two lines are there. Legend is again important, because here when you will observe, you are not get the idea which line is associated with y1 and which line is associated with y2. Very typical. So to avoid this type of the confusion, we can add legend. Legend will help you to understand the graph, just like you can see here. Just we add here legend. Okay, plt dot plot x comma y1 label. We use here label class A. Then in the second label is equal to class B. Okay, then plt dot legend. So this statement will add legend, which you can see here, this box. This is the legend. So the blue line is class A and orange color or red color is class B. So you can easily understand these two lines. This one is for class A and this is for class B. But here, without using legend, we are not able to get the idea which one is class A and which one is class B. Okay, we have two data set. This is class A and this one is class B. Okay, so in this way you can add legend. Sometimes you are required to add the multiple colors. Okay, so just like you can see here, X, Y1, comma, R, X, Y2, comma, B, R for red, B for blue. So these abbreviations also you can use for the colors. K will be black. Okay, so these are two, blue and red color. If you want to save the image, this plot you have created, and after that you want to save. Okay, what you will do? See, plt dot plot x comma y, plt dot save fig. Then you will give the file name. This is the file name, figure dot png. If you are using your figure 1, just like in this way, what you will do? Control and enter. Okay, the file with this extension has been saved in my directory, where you can see. Yes, come back here. This is the article number 28. Okay, so article 21, this is the 27. I have to go back. Yes. This one, figure1.png. This is the file name. Okay, you can see the file is saved in my download directory. This is the download directory. You can see this one. Okay, so that's why I am saying you must create one folder. Okay, so all the operations which you are performing, just like you can see this one, folder 27. Okay, so the CSV file or the Jupyter file are in the same directory. So if you will plot the graph automatically saved in the same directory. So here this file exists in my download directory. This file in my download, you can see this is my download directory, and this is the file, and this is the figure 1. This is the figure 1. Okay, in my download directory. So this way you can save the image by using command, or the another way you can use also right click, using the right click. Using the right click. Okay. Merge. No. No, here we are not using the right click. Just we have to save the file by using this statement only. Okay. Right click we can use in Google Colab. In Colab, we can use right click, but in the Jupyter, you have to use this statement. Okay. So this is the another example, and here we have some complexity, just like you can see. These are the month. Then we have the sale, and here we are using a marker grid on. Okay. So now this type of the operations you can easily perform. This is the student mark. Okay. And these are the study hours versus marks. So here we have this information, scatter plot, x label, y label. So these are the simple examples. So this is the way how you can use this CSV file. Okay, but the examples which we present here are very simple data set we have taken, and the same operations as I try to demonstrate by using these simple examples if you have the real data set. Okay, so all these operations you can perform in the real data set after importing in our data frame, and then after we can use it to visualize the data set by assessing the variable. Okay, so in the coming session by tomorrow, we will use real data set. Okay, and we will cover two libraries. One is Matplotlib will be there. Okay, along with the Seaborn and Plotly. So these are the three libraries, very important libraries to visualize the data set, and three have different classification and characteristics to use them. Okay, so this is all about the today's session. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Any question, please. There is some question in the chat box. Okay, actually, Dr. Jatinder Kumar, these are the, just like you can see, we can save the file in PNG format. You can save in the JPG format also. Okay. But when you will use in Word file, in the Word file, we can easily insert these images. Okay. So very simple, just like if you can see, this is my screen, and here I want to open Word file. Okay, so we can take any Word file. I take blank Word file. Okay, so if you want to add, insert, then come to picture. Okay, and you can this device, and in this device I have the image in my download. Okay, recently I have this image, I will select it and then insert. So this will automatically will be there in your Word file. You can see. Okay, you can minimize the size according to your choice. You can place anywhere. If because the page is empty, that's why this is on the left right corner. You can make it in the center. You can make it on the right side. Okay, so from this place you can adjust according to your need. Okay, so this is the way how you can use. Any more question if you have? Okay, thank you. So thank you very much, dear participant. And the file which right now I use here, I will share in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so you must try. So now I again say to all the participants, be ready now, because now all the things will happen in very speed. Okay, so the previous sessions was to warm up. Okay, now all the content which we will cover will be in very frequently. So don't miss any lecture. Join in the well time. Cover all the content day-wise, so that if you will skip any one day, on the next day you have the double content. Okay, and when we have the lot of stuff to prepare, in that case, we become lazy. Okay, and at the end, what will be there? We don't have time. So please don't avoid this type of the statement, because this time is very, very important to all the participants. So this is for you. If you spend these 28 days, now we are left only 18 days. Okay, 18, 19 days are there. So if you will consistently work on this will be very beneficial for you. And many things are going to happen now, which you want to learn for machine learning, deep learning, what are the concept. Okay, but during this session, we will cover only the machine learning part. Artificial neural network, we will cover the basic concept, but the other things just like ANN applications, then RNA is there, CNN is also there. So these are very deep understanding is required. Many skills are essential. Mathematics background is also again very important. Okay, but till machine learning, we not required much hard mathematics. Okay, only the concept which we have covered are sufficient. But when you will think about the artificial neural network, then CNN and RNA. So at that place, we are required basic mathematics, just like algebra, derivative, partial differential equations, and so on. So this area, the integration. So these topics are very essential. Differential equations, partial differential equations. Okay, so these concepts are essential. So if you are mathematician and having the mathematics, then there will be no problem. But for this workshop, we covered the only the basic concept about all type of the intelligent algos. Okay, but mainly machine learning models. So dear participants, this is all about the today's session, and tomorrow we will join the session 7:30. Okay, tomorrow we will start the session at 7:30. So I want to cover both the libraries, Matplotlib we have covered today, along with the Seaborn and Plotly. Okay, so in the coming session there will be 3 libraries. So thank you very much for the today's session, and now I request to Faiz, please conclude the session. Faiz, are you there?
No, Professor.
I think he is not there.
Now?
Okay, no problem. So thank you very much, dear participant, and keep it up. Good night. Tomorrow we will resume the session at the same time.